Good evening. This is Mark again from JTech, and we're here tonight. We're going to show the disconnect procedures for a 2002 Toyota Prius, and this happens to be the car. I'm going to show it to you. That is the automobile that we're going to be working on, and one of the main things you want to make sure of on this is that you are on dry ground, number one, and you want to make sure that you have some high voltage shoes, and make sure that the battery and stuff is secured properly. And I'm going to turn this back around here. Okay, and what we're going to do is going to go in here tonight into the trunk. That's where we got to start with this first in order to disconnect it. So I'm going to turn the camera back around. I'm going to show you guys where we're at. And hang on. All right, this is the hybrid battery in the trunk of a Prius. And our intent here tonight is to disconnect it so we can service the vehicle. All right, the vehicle itself, we're not really doing anything tonight with it, but what we are going to do is to secure it so we can make sure that we're good to go. All right, one of the main things you want to do is you want to make sure that the ignition is off, everything is secured up front, so that when you do disconnect this, you do have a 12-volt feed that comes back to this battery in order to activate a lot of the control modules. So what I'm going to do is, sorry about the vibration here, what I'm going to go to do is make sure that everything's off and make sure that the airbags and everything will not deploy. And as you can see, we have a 12-volt battery that sits right here. This is the 12-volt battery that is also slaved to the rest of the car. Without that 12-volt battery, you would not have any voltage, any high voltage going to the rest of the automobile. All right, what we're going to do now is you have a disconnect plug, and I've got my hand on, I believe you can see it. This is the disconnect plug. You pull it down to unlatch it, and then you pull it straight out, and that disconnects the high voltage battery itself. All right, now the car is safe to work on. And the most you would have is your 12 volts that goes to the front for anything that you want to do troubleshooting or what have you. You still have the 12-volt battery connected. But this takes the high voltage battery completely out of the system. And this is the plug that you're looking at. This is the isolation plug. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to show you reassembling it, which is pretty straightforward. You take it and you're going to put it back into the area here. It's got guide pins, so you can't mess it up. You push it straight in, like so, and you push it up and latch it into place. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty straightforward. So I appreciate you guys. Hi, good afternoon. This is Mark here at JTech, and this evening we are going to work on a 2011 Ford Fusion hybrid that we have here in school. And I'm going to turn this around to you just a little bit so y'all can see which car we're working on. This is the car that we're going to be operating on today, and what we're doing is setting it up for just being able to work on the high voltage battery side. And we're going to go through the basic steps, disconnect the high voltage batteries to make sure the car is secure so that we can, in fact, work on it without getting electrocuted. One of the main things you want to make sure you do is to ensure that the floor is dry and that you're using wearing shoes or gloves that are slated for high voltage operation. In the event that you might get in between the electrical power lines, you won't get electrocuted. So if you'll stand by with me, I'll walk over, we'll talk a little bit more about it, and I'll be right back with you. Thank you. Okay, welcome back, guys. Again, this is Mark, and what I wanted to show you on this side of the equation here was, along here there's going to normally be a cover that covers up this battery pack as well as the ventilation duct, and that is this cover right here. This cover basically goes over the top of the battery pack right here and covers it up so that, you know, it has basically the trunk is set up nicely. There's a little latch up under here that you move to the left. I know you can't see it, but you move it to the left and it releases the back seat of the vehicle. And with that said, I'm going to come around here now, and with the vehicle here, you can see here my seat is sitting straight up still. I'm going to go ahead and pull it loose and bring it down, which exposes the front side of the battery. And on this side of the battery then, is the area that we're going to use to isolate the battery from the rest of the car. Your biggest thing you want to do on this is to make sure the ignition switch is off and the car is basically at parade rest. And that where this light where I'm showing it right now is exactly what we're going to take loose in order to isolate the high-powered battery pack. Okay? And you can see down below here, we got orange cables and stuff. Those are the high-voltage battery leads that run to the front. Now, keep in mind that this vehicle also uses a 12-volt battery, which is under the hood of the vehicle, to actually power up a lot of these modules that are back here. All these modules are not under high voltage, but they are under normal voltage, 12 volt for an automobile. Okay, I'm going to take this now and I'm going to show you how to remove the disconnect breaker from the vehicle. First thing we do is we take this and pull this straight out, like so, and you flip it up, and what it does is it now has this disconnect is pulled straight out. Okay, from this point forward then, what we do is just turn around and pull this thing straight out, and now you have the battery disconnected. You no longer have high voltage running through the system, and this is pretty much what you have. Now what you do is you take this and maybe put it in your toolbox or something like that to ensure that somebody didn't come along and stick this back in because they needed to have voltage to, say, read the odometer reading or something, say it was a car that was a trade-in or some stuff like that. So you want to make sure you put this away where you know where it's at and nobody else can get to it for the most part. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is turn around and reverse the process. I'm going to take this, I'm going to stick this back in, and what you do is just push it straight in, just like so. And then you take your lever and you pull it back down, it engages it, and that's pretty much it. And then from there, what I'm going to do is just let it sit, the back seat back up is what you normally do. And for the most part, that's pretty much it. Put the trunk back together, and you're good to go. I hope this has been somewhat of a help to you, but it's hybrids are kind of a mysterious product for most people to work on, but they're becoming more and more proficient as time goes by, and there's going to be more and more of them on the road. So it's good for a mechanic to learn how to work on these, because this is certainly the wave of the future. Well, I appreciate you guys coming in and let me show you how to do this. And, for the most part, I know the video was probably poor because of the lighting and stuff in here, but I appreciate you guys showing up and let me show you how you do this, and hopefully everything works out and you guys can use this for some general edification, I guess. Anyway, have a great evening, take care, and we'll see you again. Boom. That son of a bitch done. John. Where the hell did John go? No, my other John. Yeah, no, you're cool. Do you want me to latch this?
No.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
But I am going to get everybody to work that latch one time before we get out of here, just so they, see it.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Did you do some trading? Did you get it done?
Yeah, I got one of them done. I'm going to do the other one.
No, I said trading, you nut.
Oh, you said what now, sir?
Trading. Oh, you're 380.
No, I ain't got it. It's just too tiny, to be honest.
It's a gal's gun.
Pretty much. And even though I have a dang little girl for a girlfriend, she'd rather be shooting a shotgun. That's just her.
Well, shotguns are hard to put in your purse if you want to have a concealed weapon.
No, she ain't trying to conceal it.
But you know, you could fold it in half, that kind of shit. You know, take it out to the vice and bend it over and shit. You know, can't say it'd be worth it.